Okay, perfect. So, welcome to the class. To our today's class, the topic is gonna be why we all need to practice emotional first aid. Okay, so I'm gonna start sharing my screen. Okay, so like I mentioned, the class for today is why we all need to practice emotional first aid. The objectives for this class is by the end of the session. Sorry, give me 1 second. By the end of the session, you're gonna be able to analyze and discuss the concept of emotional first aid and apply strategies to real life situations through collaborative speaking activities demonstrating critical thinking and effective communication in English. Good morning, Edgar. I invite you to turn on your camera, please. Welcome to the class. Okay, so our first activity is emotional versus physical pain. What are you gonna need to do? You're gonna need to create a mind map. So in this mind map is gonna be about emotional physical pain. I wanna see your creativity. Doesn't need to have long text. Could have images too. And these three questions that are right here are gonna be your guide to create that mind map. Okay? So it's gonna be so easy, so it doesn't need to be, like I said, really long tests and everything because the idea is that you're gonna create that mind map and after that, um, you're gonna expose it. Okay? So I wanna see your creativity. That's gonna be your just guide to talk, but you're not gonna be reading what is in it. You're gonna be explaining me what you put in there, why you did it, why is that important. It's up to you if you wanna you wanna add characteristics, similarities, differences. So it's up to you what you wanna add to that mind map. Is clear the instruction or you have any doubt? Sorry. Is clear? Everything clear? Okay. So I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna send you this presentation. This is late for you to see what are the guiding questions. You don't need to answer it completely in the mind map. It's just to guide you, to give you a guide about what things you can write about it in the mind map. Okay. So you're gonna have 12 minutes to do it. Okay. Yes, Edgar. Tell me.
So how much time we got to develop this activity by any
Yeah.
chance?
12 minutes. That's why I said it's more about creativity and not long tests and everything. Just something fast, something that you're gonna present after the time is over, okay?
Okay, that's fine. Thank
You're welcome. Hello, welcome Daniela. How are you today? Okay, so that's the work for now, okay? At 10:20 I start checking your presentations. Hello, Jamie, welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning, how are you today?
I'm okay.
Okay, perfect. So right now your classmates are working in creating a mind map, that is a mapa mental, and you have to create it about the emotional versus physical pain. You can find the slide in the chat meeting that have three guide questions to make your mind map. Needs to be creative, doesn't need to have a lot of text, could have images, and because the idea is that it's gonna be just your support, because after that you're gonna need to present it. Okay.
Okay, but I can't see anything in the chat.
Okay, so let me share it again. Okay, can you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So Karen, Edgar, how are we doing with the mind map? Are you ready or you need more time?
I need more time, please.
More time?
I need like 2 minutes more.
Okay, so we're gonna take until 3:25, 3:30 around it, okay? Hello, Gislaine, welcome to the class. Good morning.
Good morning. Hello.
So I'm gonna tell you what they're working right now so you can do it too. Right now they're creating a mind map. In the chat you're gonna be able to see the slide that is have the main topic, that is emotional versus physical pain, and three guided questions that are gonna guide you to create your mind map. It's about your creativity. You can add things like difference, similarities, um, characteristics. Is up to you what you want to talk, examples, etc. Um, doesn't need to have long text. The idea is that it's just like ideas or images to guide you, because after at 10:30 you're gonna start presenting your mind maps, okay? And that's gonna be like a support for you to do your presentation. Is clear? Gislaine, is clear the activity? So kind of. So sorry, I'm gonna get flu, so my voice is a little bit bad. So I'm gonna say it in Spanish for you to better understand. La idea es de que ahorita están creando un mapa mental. Ellos ya llevan un tiempito, así que pues te va a tocar hacerlo un poco más rápido. A las 10:30 van a estar presentándolo, un mapa mental. En el chat vas a encontrar en la presentación la diapositiva, que va a ser la base para eso. Entonces el tema es emotional versus physical pain, que es dolor emocional versus dolor físico. Y hay tres preguntas como que te van a ayudar a servir tu guía. No las tienes que responder directamente, sino que más son como una guía para ti para poder realizar el mapa mental. Puedes incluir imágenes, no textos tan largos, sino que pueden ser nada más como ideas, porque ahorita a las 10:30 lo van a presentar. Y ese mapa mental va a ser como su apoyo para poder ustedes hacer su presentación y exponerlo. ¿Ok? Ok. In 1 minute, we start doing the presentations, okay? Okay, perfect. So we're gonna start the presentation with Edgar. You're gonna be the first one, and please share your screen, show us your mind map, and explain me a little bit what you write and put in there.
Okay, allow me just 1 second. I need to discover how to start my presentation. Be tech savvy. Mhm. Do you know how to zoom in? Do you know hide these kind of
Yeah,
menus?
yeah. So down there where it says páginas, there is two like
Páginas,
flechas, sorry.
arrows.
Yeah, and the arrows, sorry,
Okay,
right there.
okay, perfect. Welcome, guys, to my presentation. Here, I'm gonna discuss with you guys about emotional versus physical pain. And I'm sorry, I have pretty few time to organize better my ideas, but I did the best I can. So here, we're just gonna discuss about what do you feel when you feel emotionally hurt. I mean, emotionally hurt or physically hurt. About emotionally, if I'm emotionally hurt, always what I just do is keep my mind busy, try to do tasks, or maybe concentrate on my hobbies. That will help even to, like to avoid overthinking or even start thinking about what it just happened to, what it just happened, that specific thing that make you feel sad or maybe anxious, whatever. Also, if the issue is really serious, I would like to recommend to go to the psychologist. But if it's the case that you have enough money, try to rely on your friends, your family, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. If they, I mean, if they really matter, they will help you to get you better. So it's very important to be surrounded by the people who really are interested in you. About physically, well, I got accidents all the time. So first of all, what I just do is identify my illness. Also, it's very important to take rest if it's the case that it's a really serious injury, and avoid the danger again. Because I'm a biker. I ride motorcycle every day, so it's very important to avoid the danger and avoid to do the things that make you feel sick for the first time. So if it's the case, maybe that if you're a paramedic, you have to avoid people who are start getting flu or something like that. This is just like an example for the physically hurt. And next to what do we treat emotional pain as the same way we do with physical pain? So it depends of the person. It depends of the individual. In my case, I rather prefer to take care of my emotional health because it's very important to keep working on, especially me because I'm working on a bilingual call center, and every time you get insulted by multiple people, Americans, Iranians, Indian people, whatever. So in my personal context, I just prefer to take care of my emotional health first and my physical health, due that I'm not in a really dangerous space where I can hurt myself. It's not even more important than the special emotional health. General context, society is not aware about emotional health. It's because that right now, nowadays, we have a pandemic. This pandemic includes anxiety and depression. And there are a lot of things that will cause this pandemic: social media. mm, I don't know, really people feel so sad because, the economy and right now the real context is pretty hard. So people literally, it's sad every day because they cannot make enough money to live and do what they have to do and live their dreams. So this is what I just think about the whole situation. That's all.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Edgar. You did an amazing job. Thank you. Now
Gracias,
we're gonna
señorita
continue.
Rachel.
Okay, we're gonna continue with Karen. Okay, so Karen, you can start sharing your screen, please, and show us your mind map, present your ideas.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Um, when I physically injure myself, I try to clean my wounds and use medication to prevent infection. If the wound is very serious, I see a medical attention. Um, in the next days, I check in my wound is improving or if I need more medication or another procedure. And when I feel emotionally hurt, I usually don't talk much and try to be alone most of the time. Sometimes I spend a lot of time doing activities that don't require physical effort, like watching movies or walking in the mountain, until I feel better. I think I pay more attention to physical injuries because I consider them more important. Whenever I have a physical injury, I act immediately. And I seek medical help if necessary to respect and feel bad emotionally. I use wait for it to pass, and many times I don't even know the diagnosis, but require time. It is important to we remember the both require time to heal in and both need attention. If ignored, they can worse. A wound becomes infect and emotions become trauma. That's all.
Okay, perfect, Karen. Thank you so much. Now we're gonna continue with Jamie. You can
Profe,
start.
no lo alcancé a terminar, pero puedo decir,
Yeah, go ahead, just lady.
um, ok, um, good morning, teacher and classmates. First, cervical pain is the pain we feel in our body. For example, when we had or have a wound or feel sick when this happens, we usually go to the doctor, take medicine, rest, and ask for help. Physical pain is visible and easier to identify. On the other hand, emotional pain is the pain we feel inside in our feeling. For example, when we feel sad, stressed, or out emotional is the case, we don't take medicine. Instead, we talk to some, we listen to music, or take time alone. Emotional pain is invisible and sometimes difficult to explain. Now, if we compare both, we can see that they are different. Physical pain is treated with medicine, while emotions pain needs support and understanding. How- However, they are also similar. because both are important and need attentions. In conclusion, we should not ignore emotional emotional pain. It is just as important as psycho- psycho- physical pain, and we should help others when they are feel bad. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Gislaine. Now, Jamie, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, are you ready for your presentation?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay. You can start. If you have your mind map, you can share your presentation to everyone.
Okay, when I sick and I have physical hurt, I usually rest. I take medicine just if it's necessary, and if it's a serious pain, I ask for help or go to the hospital. When I feel emotionally hurt, I usually talk to someone that I trust. Sometimes I cry or rest, and I think listening to music is so um, efficient in this case. Or I try to spend time alone to think about why I'm feeling like that. And I think we don't always treat emotional pain like the same way that like physical pain. Um, Physical pain is more easy to see, so we pay more attention for that. But emotional is often hidden. So sometimes we think more about being okay physical, and we forget about the our emotional health is important too. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry for my voice. I really feel really sick, so sometimes my ideas go woo like flying to other part, and also my voice is hurt me. So I'm sorry if I sometimes make mistakes or something. It's because I'm a little bit sick. So to continue, we're gonna continue with the next activity. Thank you so much for your presentations. All of you did an amazing job. Now, you're gonna need to put a lot of attention and work a lot of your listening skills. Okay, so this activity is called toxic versus healing. In this activity, you're gonna hear different statements that are related to emotional situations, and quickly you're gonna decide if each situation is a toxic or is a healing situation. So I'm gonna say each statement, and after I said out loud each statement, you're gonna tell me, teacher, toxic or healing, depending the case and depending what do you think. Here, there's no wrong answers because it's your way of thinking, is your opinion, and is that's what is important. No one is gonna be right. No one is gonna be wrong. All of the answers are are right. Okay, because it's your point of view, and that's what is important. Is understood the topic? The activity, sorry, is clear? Okay. So for example, just an example. I'll say that someone tell you, hey, you're talking too much. Stop talking. I could say that's toxic. right? If someone tells you that. If for someone is healing, that's okay too, because everyone think different. So that's what you're gonna do. After I say issue statement, you're gonna tell me. You're gonna activate your microphone and says toxic or healing. Okay? Toxic, tóxico, healing, sanador. Okay, so give me 1 second. Okay, so the first statement is just ignore it. It will go away. Just ignore it. It will go away. Yes, Edgar?
I mean, it depends of the tone, I think. So if you're
Okay,
saying very angry, maybe it will be toxic. If you're saying like in a condescending way, maybe you will take it in a good way and it will be healing. If it's the case that something bad happened or something that you can let go happen too. So I think that it depends. But if you ask me, I think that it's toxic.
toxic.
I mean,
Okay,
considering the same way. I mean, considering the way that you told the message.
okay. So you don't need to raise your hand. You can just talk in this
Got it.
activity. In this activity, all of you can talk in the moment that you feel.
I
What
just
the
did it to
others
keep the
think?
order.
Sorry?
I just did it to keep the order, just for that.
Okay, no, I understand. That's what I'm telling you. It's okay. It's just like the idea how is this to be quick. It's okay.
Gotcha.
So what the others think? Karen, Gislaine, Jamie, sorry. What do you think about this phrase? Just ignore it, it will go away.
I think in my case is healing,
Healing?
because I prefer to ignore some things.
Okay. No more opinions? No? Okay. Next one. Talk to someone you trust. Talk to someone you trust.
If you trust enough on that person, I think that it's healing.
Okay.
I think healing too, because you can
Okay.
have another opinion about your situation.
Okay, perfect.
Yes, I think I healing too.
Healing too. Okay. Next one. You are overreacting.
That's
You are
completely toxic, I think.
you're
Because I mean, if the person
Yes,
who told that, it's I think that it's pretty. Oh, I messed my ideas because somebody told, but
yeah, I agree with that one. If someone told me, hey, you're overreacting, I'm doing what? I'm doing what? No. Okay, next one. Give yourself time to heal. Give yourself time to heal. That one, what could be? Give yourself time to heal. Date tiempo para sanar.
I think is healing.
Okay, that's healing.
It's healing because in my case is my method for heal.
Okay, perfect. Next one. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal.
I think toxic.
Toxic? Okay.
Yeah.
Someone else says something else?
Yes, I think toxic.
Toxic. Okay, okay. Cry if you need to. Cry if you need to.
I
Healing.
think it's healing.
Healing.
Okay. Fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it. What we think about that? Fake it till you make it. Actúalo hasta que lo logres. Nothing?
I think healing.
Healing, okay.
I don't know if I feel dumb enough, but I cannot identify if it's toxic or even healthy, to be honest. I mean,
Okay.
I got your point, but I understand. I don't know how to identify them.
Okay, it's okay. For example, if I take it for the, sorry, if I take it for the healing part, I can say that some of my friend is heartbroken or is passing through a bad moment, and I don't want that no one else see her like that. That she show weakness to no one else's, that she's not destroyed, that doesn't affect her. So I tell her, hey, fake it till you make it. Actúalo hasta que lo logres, hasta que de verdad estés bien, pero don't show everyone else's that you are bad. You know? That could be a context that for me could be healing. You know? And toxic could be other side, that someone that I don't know, someone, any person, you know, and no person come to me and I'm so down and I'm like, I don't have energy to act. I don't have energy to, like, the energy. I'm just down. Something happened to me. And someone comes to me, hey, fake it till you make it. Like, actúalo. ¿Sí? Like, actúalo hasta que lo logres. O sea, yeah. So could
Yeah,
be taken.
as I said
Could
at
be
the
taken.
beginning, it depends. It depends of the tone.
Yeah.
Even if it's healthy or if it's toxic, it depends of the tone. It depends on how you approach the person. I mean,
Yes. But everything situation could be both. For example, the one that you said, you are overreacting. When we hear that, we immediately think that's toxic. If someone told me, hey, you're overreacting, I immediately think that's toxic. But for the good side, for the healing part, is like, I'm with a friend, we're joking, we're messing around, hey, you're overreacting and everything. That could be a joking context. That could be like you're just talking with a friend, that you're not gonna take it for the toxic part because that person is not telling you bad. So all the context could be both. It depends, like you said, in the way that we said it. It depends that we take it. So next one. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. Again, I guess there's like both. Yeah?
yes, it's pretty big for me. I mean, I cannot identify it as a toxic or a healthy behavior, to be honest. But
Okay,
if it's the
okay.
case that you lost something and you're pretty sad because of that, maybe that will be healthy because someone just told you that it happens for a specific reason. We don't know. Maybe you will get something better the next time. This is what I just think.
Okay, perfect. Now, this one. Revenge helps you feel better. Revenge helps you feel better. La venganza te hace sentir mejor. Revenge makes you feel better. Healing, toxic.
Toxic, in my opinion.
Toxic, okay.
It's toxic.
Okay. Yeah, for me that's toxic too. In that one, I don't see it for a good side because for me nothing justified to have revenge in my case. The revenge is always going to be toxic. For me, my opinion, my point of view. Someone else can have other idea.
If the person really deserve it, I think that it's satisfactory. I mean, just for present another point of view, if you ask me.
Okay, but that's healing.
Not at all, but I think that it's satisfactory. I mean,
Okay. Okay, you understand. Blocking people is the best solution. Blocking people is the best solution. Bloquear personas es la mejor solución.
Sí. I think healing.
Healing, okay.
Yeah.
Someone else's. Someone agree, someone disagree. Remember that our next class is a debate and you're gonna need to agree and disagree a lot.
I agree.
You agree with that?
Yes, because in many times is better for healthy salud mental,
For your mental health.
mental
Okay.
health.
Okay, perfect. Last one. You should never show weakness. You should never show weakness. Nunca debes mostrar debilidad.
Toxic.
Toxic? Agrees, disagrees with toxic? No opinions there? Just toxic by Jamie?
well, it depends. So, I mean, it depends. So, whom really you show weakness? If you show weakness to a bad person, maybe this bad person will destroy you. But if you are with someone that you really trust, I think that show weakness is fine.
So you disagree with for you
I
that
mean,
also is toxic.
it's in the midpoint. It depends on how really you trust and how you really show weakness. But if
Okay.
you are really in a bad circle, it's not really good to show weakness. Is what I just
Okay,
think.
but the sentence says you should never.
Well, in that case, well, that's toxic because
Okay.
somebody that it's not in a really good shape just told you that, so it's probably toxic.
Okay. Perfect. Now we're gonna continue with that list. Next activity, sorry. Emotional versus survival game. So everyone here knows how to play Kahoot? Yeah?
Nunca
Do
lo
you
jugué en
know
mi
how,
vida.
you don't know how to play Kahoot?
I never have played Kahoot in my whole life.
Okay, it's really simple. So I'm gonna explain you. Give me 1 second.
Ven, Angie, no olvides que me voy a las 11:30. Si
Yeah,
no, no
it's
alcanzo a
okay.
llegar a la chamba.
It's okay, remember.
Dale.
In the moment that you need to leave, you could leave, okay? At 11:30, you could leave.
Gotcha. I will let you know, guys.
Yeah, I had it present. Okay. So the first step is to enter to Kahoot, and you can also scan the code, or you can write the pin of the game. Let me also send you the link through the chat. Sometimes doesn't work, so let's hope this one yes. So how is this activity? It's like an interactive quiz. So in my screen, you're gonna be able to see the question and the options for the for you to answer. Okay, you're gonna have different options for you to answer. In your you're gonna need to have both your my screen and your screen with the game. So in my screen, you're gonna be able to see the question and the options, and in your screen, you're gonna be able to click on the option you think is right. Okay? You're only gonna have 20 seconds for each question. Is clear? So, kind of, or like, yes.
I think I got it.
Okay. Okay, just Laney is here. Jamie is here. Edgar is here. And Karen is here. Okay, we're gonna start. Remember, just 20 seconds for each question. Emotional survival game. You fail an important exam. What should you do first? A. Study what went wrong and try again. B. Say I'm useless. C. Ignore it completely. D. Compare yourself with others. Time over. Remember, it's just 20 seconds for each question. You feel rejected by someone you like. What is the best response? A. Respect your feelings and give yourself time. B. Keep texting them until they respond. C. Think I'm not good enough. D. Pretend nothing happened. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You feel lonely in a new place. What should you do? A. Stay alone all the time. B. Try to connect with new people. C. Blame yourself. D. Scroll social media all day. Okay, that was first. You keep thinking about a mistake you made. What is the best action? A. Think about it all day. B. Punish yourself mentally. C. Tell yourself you always fail. D. Learn from it and move on. 5, 4, 3. A friend ignores you. What is a healthy reaction? A. Assume they hate you. B. Ignore them forever. C. Ask calmly what happened. D. Get angry immediately. Okay. You feel very stressed and overwhelmed. What should you do? A. Take a break and organize your task. B. Do nothing. C. Panic. D. Say I can't handle anything. You receive negative feedback. What is the best mindset? Use it to improve. B. Take it personally. C. Ignore it. D. Feel attacked. you feel like you're not good enough. What should you do? A. Compare yourself with others. B. Focus only on your failures. C. Practice self-compassion. D. Give up. Okay, this one was different opinions here. You had a bad day. What is a healthy way to cope? A. Keep everything inside. B. Talk to someone or relax. C. Overthink everything. D. Blame others. The last one. You feel emotionally hurt. What should you not do? A. Accept your emotions. B. Ignore your feelings. Remember, not do. As we have. Okay, so the third place goes to Karen. The second place goes to Jamie. And the first place goes to Edgar. The only man. Okay, perfect. Everyone did an amazing job. Thank you. Congratulations, everyone. Now we're gonna continue with the next activity. Moments that heal. I think that is gonna be your last activity, Edgar, so there's no problem. Moments that heal. You're gonna think about your own life experiences and reflect on emotional situations. First, you're gonna write about a moment when you needed emotional first aid, a time when you feel hurt, rejected, stressed, overwhelmed, something like made you down. And you needed someone's support and that person was there for you. You're gonna write about that experience and tell me how that person helps you. And then after that you're gonna write about a different moment when now you were the one providing emotional support to someone else. Someone else was passing through a bad moment, where it was down, was feeling hurt, rejected, etc. And you were there for that person. Okay? So you're gonna write two paragraphs about it. One about when someone helps you, and the other one when you help someone else. ¿Ok? Entonces, un párrafo sobre cuando alguien nos ayudó a ustedes cuando ustedes estaban en un mal momento, estresados, rechazados, algún mal momento. ¿Y quién fue esa persona? Me van a contar un poquito en un párrafo sobre eso, pero no tiene que ser largo, puede ser algo corto. No, no me van a contar 2 años de experiencia, que ese peor momento pasó 2 años y fueron algo y... No, algo más resumido para que también ustedes no se cansen. Y lo segundo es cuando ya ustedes fueron ese apoyo y esos primeros auxilios emocionales para alguien más. Esa persona estaba desanimada, estaba pasando por un mal momento, estaba herido, lo que sea, y ustedes estuvieron ahí para ayudarlo. ¿Cómo lo ayudaron? ¿Listo? So you're gonna have 10 minutes to write it down in the chat and then we socialize.
I have a question. So first, we're gonna write about the. I mean, the first. I mean, okay, I have a lack of English. So the first situation, right?
You're gonna grow about a situation when you were down, when
Got
you
it. This is
feel
what I needed.
stressed, and when you feel hurt, something like that, and there was a person helping you there. Who was that
Gotcha.
person? How that person helps you? Okay?
I got you.
Okay, it's time. Now we're gonna start sharing our experiences. We're gonna start with you, Edgar, that you're the one who needs to leave soon.
Okay, so if you don't mind, I just gonna start with the very first experience that I just shared over the chat. Well, around in the year 2015, it was my second straight lose in my academic year. I failed sixth grade. I'm sorry, no, seventh grade, and then I was really bad because I lost that year because of the same thing, mathematics or math, I think math, right? I was very bad at math. I was a complete mess at math. I mean, I was really good on English on any other subjects, but I was a really mess on math. So my mom at that time just supported me, and she told me, "Listen, boy, if you fail 100 times, you have to rise up, and if you fail 100 times, you have to rise up 101 times." That specific expression marks me forever, and this is what I always say when I feel something.
Okay, and your
And
second experience?
sure, this is when I just help someone. Julian is a very it's one of my friends. It's a good friend for me. He's an entrepreneur, and he has a accessories business, accessories store here in Zipaquira. The store is called Mototun. On that time, like 3 4 years ago, no, my bad, 2 years ago, 2024. He had a motorcycle, but I already had a motorcycle. I had a Yamaha R15 on that time. It's a sports bike, but he really committed a very bad decision. He tried to implement Sister Credito and Addy on his store. That was a really bad decision because he didn't realize that he will see the money reflected in the next 90 days. So if he does a sell, he will not see the money reflected right away. Then he was pretty worried. He was pretty scared because he don't know he didn't have money to eat, to live, to pay the rent. And then he started selling his motorcycle. He sold on that time the motorcycle at 3,500,000 pesos. And I didn't even wanted to reduce the price. I was trying to help my friend, and then on that time I just paid the whole money to him. That was really important because literally I just helped my friend to sell, to save his business. And thanks for that. Now every time that I just do a shopping on Mototune, I will have like a 15% discount, and a very good friendship because he helped me a lot on about a lot of bad situations that I had in my life.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Edgar, for your experience, for sharing your experience. Before you go, I want to remind you that our next class is gonna be the Tuesday at 7 p.m. It's gonna be the debate. The topic is gonna be, did the Apollo missions truly put humans on the moon, or is the greatest lie ever told? So remember that part, and I don't remember what do you have. Sorry, 1 second. So you're gonna be in disagree. You're gonna disagree with the situation. So everything is clear about the debate. You need to show evidences about defending your position. You're gonna need to ask questions and show your statements. Prepare yourself very good because you're gonna need to answer some questions that the others are gonna make to you, like a
So
debate.
I have to reject the idea of Artemis 2.
No, Artemis 2, no. Apollo missions.
I'm sorry, the signal was just breaking up. Can you repeat that, please?
Artemis 2, no. Ar- Apollo missions. Apollo
Oh, the
missions
Apollo
was
missions.
the ones that happened before, like 50 years ago. There was 18 Apollo missions in total, if I'm not wrong. Artemis 2 is something that's happening right now. Maybe has some part of connections, and if your investigation goes that, it's okay too, okay? If it's something that is related to the topic, it's okay if you mention it. Remember,
I
you
just
need to
have.
show.
Mhm.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. So I just have to behave like a detractor, right, of the Apollo missions, or
You need to take yourself the position as you don't believe that was really true that the Apollo missions put humans on the moon. There was no moon landing. There was no moon travel to that place to the moon. That wasn't right. That is just you're like gonna add like I don't know if you're able to see all the conspiracy theories, all the things that the people says or some even some scientific says too that wasn't true. You know that
yes, I do see these videos all the time, so it's not a problem for me.
yeah. So you're gonna defend that position. You're gonna defend that the humans never went to the moon. They
Okay,
never moon landing. Okay.
that's completely fine.
You need to show evidences, show videos, show images that can prove. You know all of that part for the debate.
So besides that, I just have to show evidence about that, right?
Yeah. Also, you cannot say like, in my
That's the
opinion, I think this,
that's
and
the
that's
part
it.
that I don't like because I have a lot of things to do, but I will do my best.
Yeah, it's not that difficult. You don't need to show a lot of it, but you need to base your information what you're gonna say in something, in proof. So I cannot
Yeah.
believe just in what you think. Also, I need to see that you prepare yourself about it. For example, you find a TikTok video that appears a lot that says that the men never do the moon landing because the footprint of their suitcase doesn't
Mhm.
match with the footprint that they leave on the moon.
Mhm.
That's some of the things that they said, you know.
Okay.
So you're gonna show the video. Doesn't need to be long videos. Could be short. You don't need to show many videos. Just some that support the evidence of yeah that's your evidence that support what are you saying.
I'm sorry, are web articles fine? Something that I can find over the
Yeah,
web. Okay, that's not an issue for
yeah,
me.
completely.
Is there anything
Remember,
else that I need to know about the next activity?
sorry,
Is there anything else that I need to know about the next activity?
I'm not understanding.
Yes, is there anything else that I need to know?
Oh, okay, sorry.
That's fine.
um no, I think that will be it. Just defend your position, be really prepared because the others are gonna make you questions and you need to make
Okay.
questions to the others to defend your position. That's a debate. Start saying against. For example, I tell you that I'm agree with that the moon landing happened, and you're gonna ask me, okay, so if that's the case, what the footprint doesn't match, or if that's the case, why happened this, or and I need to answer you about everything, and then I'm gonna ask you something, and you're gonna need to defend yourself. Remember, I'm not gonna be part of the debate. I'm just gonna be the moderator, and you are gonna interact with your classmates about the debate. Okay? I'm just putting examples here. I'm not gonna give any position. I'm not gonna be against no one. I'm just gonna be here to support all of you and be trying to be as fair as possible.
I have the last question. I'm sorry. Am I be alone as a detractor?
No, you are.
Who will support me on my ideas?
So there's one that is Carolina, but she haven't met the meeting, so I don't know if maybe she's gonna connect for that meeting or not. And Jamie also is gonna be with you. You and Jamie are gonna be disagreeing the
Mhm.
statements. And
Okay.
Gislaine with Karen and someone else that haven't connect either. And it's Daniela, sorry. Daniela connect, but she haven't participated, so I don't know if she's gonna be part of the debate or not. They're gonna be agreeing with the things that they really meant the humans were in the moon. You and Jamie are gonna disagreeing that they were not.
Mhm.
Okay?
Gotcha. Okay.
It's clear
No
for
problem.
you too, Jamie?
Um, we are disagree like we don't trust about Apollo mission.
Yeah, you're gonna disagree, like you don't believe that that really happened.
Okay.
¿Ya? O sea, van a estar totalmente en desacuerdo. Ustedes dicen, eso no pasó. Los humanos no fueron a la luna durante las misiones Apolo. Y estas son mis evidencias de que no. Esto es lo que dicen las personas, estas son las pruebas, esto, ¿Ok?
Got it.
Got it? Okay. Karen, Gislaine, is clear for you too? That part? That you're, in your case, you're gonna be agreeing with that. That the humans really did the moon landing. That the Apollo missions really take humans to the moon. They did the moon landing, and all the things that they said about it was true, was real. Ustedes van a estar de acuerdo, ustedes van a defender su posición de que sí pasó eso, el moon landing, el alunizaje y todo eso, sí pasó y van a también mostrar pruebas de que sí pasó. ¿Listo? Investíguense muy bien si es posible. Ya tuve un debate y lo hicieron genial mis otros estudiantes en la parte también de investigación. Entonces prepárense muy bien, que todo está en base de su preparación. ¿Listo? Yes, Edgar.
Goodbye, Angie. Goodbye, girls. I have to go.
Have a great day.
Thank you. You too, guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. Okay, so we're gonna continue with the class. Any other question about next class? That's gonna be Tuesday at 7 p.m.
No, I don't have question.
Perfect. Is there any other question?
Estaba un poquito confundida. La estaba confundiendo con el otro debate de la otra materia. Estaba confundida.
Ok,
Pero ya.
les explico brevemente aquí en español para que quede bien claro. Ustedes van a tener en total 2 debates. Este que es el de preparación y en la tarea 4 ya les viene el que es el debate. Ese tiene un puntaje de 62 a 72 puntos, más o menos, no recuerdo bien. En ese debate, pues ya puede que les toque con otro profesor, puede que les toque con otros compañeros, ese tiene pues más puntaje, va a ser más estricto y ustedes se tienen que inscribir a él, creo que ya la tutora les mandó la inscripción, entonces eso es diferente, ¿listo?
Señora.
Y el del martes es solo una preparación. También tiene nota, también todas las clases que nosotros tenemos tienen nota, pero el debate es el que más peso va a tener en una sola clase. ¿Listo? So we're gonna continue with the next activity. I'm sorry. Something hurt my eye. Oh, sorry. We're not haven't finished this activity. Now, Jamie, please share with us your experiences.
When I finished my school, I failed my university admission exam, and I feel very sad and cry a lot. So my mom hugged me and told me that one exam didn't define my future, and her words made me feel stronger and gave me hope again. And when my father died, my mother and I were very sad, so we cried together and support each other every day. Even in that difficult moment, we stay strong together. So we have been always the support for the other one.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry for your loss, and thank you for sharing your experience. Now we're gonna continue with Karen. Karen, please tell me your experiences.
Okay. About 3 years ago, I was emotionally devastated by a toxic relationship. During that difficult time, my family helped me, especially my sister. She talked to me every day and invite me to make plans like going for walks and watching movies together. Um, to respect when I support someone. Um, I help someone else. It was my sister when she broke up. She broke up with her boyfriend. It was very difficult for her. I took care I took care of her and visit every day, talk to her and made her favorite plans like going to the gym, getting ice cream, traveling, or going to the river. That's all.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. And that's so great that you have your sister as your support and she has you as her support. So that's great. I understand that part. I have a sister, so it's so good that you have each other. Now we're gonna continue with Gislaine. Gislaine, tell me your experiences.
The loss of my brother was the hardest moment of my life. Um, I felt overwhelmed, empathy, and deeply hurt. What helped my most was the quiet presence of people who didn't try to fix my pain, but simply sat with me and allowed me to be sad without pressure. That silent support was my best medicine. Later, a friend went out a painful family crisis and felt rejected. Remembering my own experience, I offered a listening ear. I didn't have advanced, I just validate their um, feeling and started with their side. They felt less alone with lightening their emotional burden.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Gislaine. I'm so sorry for your loss too. I know that is not something easy, so sorry. Now we're gonna continue with our next activity that is stronger because of you. You're gonna think about a person who has been very important in your life or an attitude that has helped you overcome difficult moments. In this test, you're gonna have to write a short poem that express how the person or mindset supporting you during a challenging time. You can focus on emotion, memory, or personal growth. Okay, and then we're gonna share it with everyone else's. Okay, so it's clear what you have to do. Yeah,
Yeah,
remember,
it's clear.
write a yeah. Okay, write a sorry, poem. Write a poem about a person or an attitude that has helped you to survive. Yeah, yeah, to survive, to go over the things. So you're gonna have 10 minutes to do it, and then we share it with everyone.
your presence primarily. I asked for no. I asked for no word, no reason why. You, you, use your story and has time when because of you I was this line stronger than I ever thought was mine.
I'm sorry, Giseline, you were sharing your poem?
I
Don't worry, you were practicing.
thank
It's
you.
okay. Okay, so we're gonna start sharing our poems, okay? So, someone who wants to start, or I choose? No one wants to start? Okay, so we're gonna see who's first here in my list. Karen. I can prove it. Oh, sorry. Right here. Are you?
Okay. Okay, my poem. My poem is about my sister. When things go to toes and I didn't know what to do, you were there by my side, help me grow. You didn't leave me fall. You held me my hand tightly, and thanks to your love, my sadness passed away. Having you as a sister is a great gift because it's, um, because in good times and bad, you always know how to take care of me.
Okay, perfect. It was so beautiful. Thank you, Karen. Now, the next one is Gislaine.
Okay. The fans is always to my brother. In the silence of my grief, your presence brought my relief. I asked for no word, no reasons. We use your steady hand as time went by. Because of you, I will this line stronger than I ever thought was mine.
Okay, perfect, Gislaine. It was so beautiful. Now, Jamie.
When I feel sad and full of fear, my mother was always near. She held my hand and stayed with me and held my fear and, and held my heart feel calm and free. When I failed and wanted to cry, she told me, please don't stop trying. Because of her love and care, I learned to be strong everywhere.
Okay, perfect. Amazing jobs. All of you did an amazing job. Thank you so much. Normally I do the classes a little bit more interactive, more gaming, more gamification. But this one, for the meaning that it has, that's why I decided to more. It's not that a lot of gamification, most for you to connect with your feelings, because to practice emotional first aid, first the first patient that we have is ourselves. If we take care of our emotional um, health, we're gonna be able to manage all the things in the world. So thank you for sharing your experiences. And I know that sometimes it's not easy to remember that problems, but let me tell you that if you are here today and you are doing all the efforts to continue studying, to continue going in life with all the problems that you can go through, is because you are a strong woman right here, and you are gonna be able to do anything that you propose yourself. So thank you for sharing your experiences with me. Thank you for being in the class. And I'll see you next Tuesday. Remember, Tuesday at 7, our debate. Okay, being prepared. If you're ready, any question that you may have, you can send me a chat for Teams and I'll be answering you as soon as possible. Okay?
Okay, thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher.
My pleasure. See you
Thank you,
next
teacher.
Tuesday.